PQ is courting the Anglo vote and even pitching separation, sovereignty to the Anglophone population of Montreal and of Quebec. La Belle Province is apparently being looked at a different angle and in a different way, depending on if the Anglophones can start to even imagine voting for the PQ that is promising yet another referendum. Here to make heads or tails out of all of this is political commentator Maître Frédéric Bérard. Maître Bérard, thank you for joining us.
Thanks to you.
Okay, so when I first saw this headline, I thought it was, like one of those, The Onion, one of these like farce, like a farce newspaper, where they're saying, come with us, come vote for us. What was your initial reaction to this, and what do you think is actually going on here?
Well, that's a funny one though, because when you take a look to the publicity, I mean, there's nothing in there for Anglos, right?
No.
And even more than that, at one point, Saint-Pierre Plamondon is trying to blame immigration for the housing problem in Quebec, for the French problems in Quebec, for public services in Quebec.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know where he's going with that, but very frankly, it's kind of ironic. Let's say that way.
So it's but these aren't decisions that are made in a vacuum. Seemingly, there was a team that sat down and said, you know what? We're going to tell the Anglos, and they're very specific here. One of the things in the ad is each year we send, and this is the quote, we send to Ottawa $82 billion of our money, but what do we get in return? So is he promising that if you vote for us and we separate, that we'll get $82 billion back? Explain that thought process to me.
Well, the thing is that it's very like, that doesn't make sense at all, to be frank, because it's true that we pay $82 million to Ottawa, but it's also true, and Plamondon does not talk about that we receive 12 or 13 billions in terms of equalization payments, which is enormous. And so when you say, well, Ottawa doesn't do anything in terms of public services, first of all, it's not true 100%, and second of all, I mean, even though you create your own country, you're going to need an army, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You're going to need diplomacy, services around the world. You're going to have a lot of expenses that are like enormous. That will have to be paid by a Quebec country for sure. So all that to say that the presentation of the PQ here is not only false, but it takes people for idiots at one point.
It's misleading. There is a very straightforward promise there that there is going to be, with the PQ, a third referendum. So if that is a statement of fact that they're putting out there, that should they win, this will happen, how do you marry that then with the reaching out to the Anglophone population? Do they believe that there's been some kind of a shift change, where everyone believes that this is now the move forward? Can you explain how those two wires were connected?
Yeah. That's a very tough question you're asking. Eh?
Yeah, I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, actually, you know what? Historically speaking, we had some chief of the PQ that were very respectful of Anglophones. Jacques Parizeau was used to say, Anglophones are us. They're part of us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so they're part of the Quebec nation. If you take a look at what the PQ did for the last year or so, I mean, there's nothing in there for Anglophones. Think about the decision about Dawson. They were against it. They were supporting Gouvernement Legault special tuition fees for McGill and for Concordia, if you recall.
Yeah.
They did support Bill 96, and Plamondon said, well, it's not enough. We need more than Bill 96. They want to extend it, the same Bill 96, to CJAD. So if you take a look to what they did, there is absolutely nothing there for the Anglophone community. So now that you have this advertising saying, please vote with us. I mean, it's pretty like, I don't know. I've never seen.
Maybe they were trying to be funny. I don't know, but
Maybe, but I've never seen something like that. Even Jacques Parizeau and René Lévesque. René Lévesque was very respectful towards English community, if you recall. He was coming from New Carlisle, which is a very small town with a lot of Anglophones, so he knew about that. Same thing for Parizeau, same thing for Bouchard as well. But now Plamondon is trying to, I don't know, to create division as we all already spoke together, and now it's trying to tell Anglophones, please come into my boat. I need your vote because as of now, I'm just at 35% in terms of intention for sovereignty.
Yeah, it's kind of like being mean to someone all the time and then saying, oh, wait, I need your help. Anyway, it's an interesting one. Maître Frédéric Bérard, political commentator, thank you for taking the time to help us try to understand this new ad campaign. Have a great weekend.
As you guys say in English, c'est mon plaisir.
C'est mon plaisir. It was my pleasure. All right, have a good one.
Thank you.